What up? Jeff here with all my Bitcoin renegades. And today there's a few things I want to talk about. Well, first off, I do want to mention our banner competition. We have our first couple entries into the competition. I think we're at least going to have 5, maybe more, by the time we get into the 500 subscriber milestone. But if it's anything like the 250 subscriber milestone, we're going to hit it and surpass it like that once we start doing the banner competition promotions. Because as soon as I did the logo competition promotions, our channel went from like 180 subscribers up to like 280. That's when we had that big inflow of subscribers that day. So I want to let you guys know that I'm giving a $30 reward out, 15 for first place, 10 for second place, and 5 for third. You know, those prizes don't sound that big, but our channel is still small, and this is only a 500 subscriber giveaway. When we get to 1,000, we're giving away $50. When we get to 5,000, I don't know, because we're going to be sponsored by then, and I'm going to start giving out more money and having contests at the 5,000 mark. And these aren't going to be banner competitions. This is going to be like a talent competition meets Jeopardy. So you'll have to be talented, but you'll also have to be smart about crypto as well. So it's going to be kind of like a America's Got Talent Jeopardy edition, right? So that's what the Bitcoin Renegade channel is going to be in the future, coming up to about the 5,000 subscriber mark. Guess what? I just thought of that in my head right now. I've kind of been milling over what I would do with talent and crypto. I kind of want to keep those things interactive with each other. So I want to see all of your talents. All of the cool people that, you know, apply for America's Got Talent but don't get on, you're welcome to be on here on Bitcoin Renegade and show your talent. But you have to know about cryptocurrency as well. So just do your research, find out about crypto, show your talent, and you can make a lot of money because we're going to be sponsored by then, and we're going to have ads on the videos too. We're so close to that now. I look at my channel, I have 391 subscribers right this second, or 392 actually, and I get more views on my channel than people that have 20, 30,000 subscribers, right? Not every one of them, but a lot of the 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 subscribed channels get less average views than my channel at 300 subscribers. So imagine what this channel is going to look like when we have 20,000 subscribers or 100,000. We're going to be getting million viewed videos. Because this channel is so awesome, especially in the future doing the America's Got Talent / Jeopardy. We'll call it Bitcoin Renegades Got Talent Jeopardy Edition or something like that, you know? Bitcoin Renegades Army Got Talent, bro. You know, or something. And you guys will compete with your talent and your competition. So I want to show you guys something that I did, and this is why you should watch my videos. I didn't do a lot of this stuff prediction with these altcoins before because that's on my Patreon. If you guys want all of the awesome moonshot coins, I'm gonna have that over on my Patreon. You have to be a paid member to get to that. But if you look at this Clover Finance, skyrocketed today, boom. So this video came out, look, 3 days ago. Right here, Clover Finance, moonshot, 25-time gains to previous all-time high. So I was saying this 3 days ago. Now let's go and look at the actual Clover Finance charts, okay? And I'm just going to show you why it's valuable to sign up to my Patreon, because you'll only have access to it through there. So if you want more of these altcoin gems right before they're going to explode so that you can make a lot of profit, not financial advice, but you can get in right before they're going to pump. And I can tell you that over on Patreon. It's only $6 a month to join. 1 month, $6, that's it. To get moonshot coins. Oh man, dude, if I had somebody that I knew was as accurate as I was and they only charged $6 for Patreon to get access to that, I would buy it all day. 1 month for $6. Or you could just go over there and donate and be a part of it anyway. It's a $10 donation or $6 to join. It's cheaper if you join. Or you can donate over there for more moonshot stuff like this for everybody else. But let's go into Clover. I just wanted to show you what happened. It said 3 days ago from right now, right? And yesterday I did that video saying 2 days ago. Look at, yes, one day. Look at this. We went from, when I was telling you, all right, actually, let's go to look on the week. All right, I was telling you back here. All right, back here. It was up here, and I said, I'm going to wait for it to go back down to like 111, and I'm going to purchase. Well, look, it went right back down to about 114, and then down here to 111, even 109. And then, boom, I told you to purchase, and not financial advice, but moonshot, baby! All the way up to $1.70. Yeah, I didn't go to the previous all-time high, but if you bought $1,000 worth, you're sitting, boom, like $800 in the profit right now. Come on. And if you want more awesome stuff, up to the minute, you know, reports like this, get over there to Patreon, and I'm gonna, as soon as I have my first viewer over there, that's when I'm gonna start piling all that stuff over there with the good moonshot coins. And I'll do it right before they're gonna blow up, just like I did with this. Proof. I mean, I didn't make this video afterwards and then go back and say, hey, look how right I was, you know, 2 days after. No, I did this before. Look at the video. Look at the timestamp and then look at the chart. Look when it went up. Look when I put the video out and look when the price went up. These are the kind of things that I will tell you on Patreon. And it wasn't just this one. If you think that was just a fluke, I've done it every time with Cardano. I've done it with Anchor. I've done it with OXT. I've done it with Stellar Lumens. I have done it with almost every single awesome altcoin out there, guys. I can show you. I mean, I can go into my purchases and literally show you all of these coins that I pick at the perfect time. You can pick all the coins you want, but if you don't pick it at the right time, you're not gonna make money. And that's what I am here to do. Not financial advice, but entertainment and common sense, right? That's what we say here. But look, no, AMP, I wanted to show you this other one, and I did it on the same day as I did Clover Finance. But this one I should have been wrong about, right? I almost didn't purchase it because it already moonshotted, and something in me was like, I think we just had a spike, but I think we're going to have another one. For some reason, I never do that. Well, not never, but very rarely. Let's look what happened with AMP. Okay, let's go look at what price we were going to buy. Let's look at the week. Okay, I told everybody right over here, right? On these, when it was still at, well, it was at 6 cents. So we were right here on the 3 peak in the dome house. This looks like a first floor right here before we, hey, that actually looks like a 3 peak in the domed house. Because look, here's the first floor, and then it went all the way up, and then boom, the fall off. But anyway, look how high it went though. I was telling you at like 6, you know, 7, it was at 7 cents when I told you, right? Okay, so we might have been actually over here. We might have missed the big moonshot. Yeah, well, no, I think we missed the 7 cent one, but I don't think we missed the 9 cent one. I'm not 100% sure of that. You can go fact check that. But I know I told you before we hit up here to another 8 cent coin. So you definitely could have made a nice profit from this as well. And when I was telling you that, it had already moonshotted once. And I was like, oh, I don't know, you know, if I should get this. But something in me was like, yeah, do it. And I did it. And I told you exactly when I was doing it, and I made a profit. Yeah, it wasn't very much because I only put 20 bucks in there. Next time I'm going to put a lot more in when I get a feeling like that, guys. So, and I'm going to let you know over there on Patreon. And sometimes, because you guys are awesome and I appreciate you, I'm not going to charge you all for every single one of these. So I'm going to still bring these out on my regular channel as well, because I value your guys watching my video and smashing the like buttons. If you like this kind of content and you want it for free still, the way that you can tell me to give it to you for free on my regular YouTube channel, and instead of paying for it on Patreon, smash the like button for me. That tells me that you guys are appreciative that I give you this awesome advice at the perfect time so that you can do the research and possibly make an awesome profit yourself. That's why I do this. When I started making a lot of money, I was like, man, I want to help people. I want to help people. I want to help people. I can't be the only one who does this, you know? And so now I make videos and I tell people. So I didn't want to spend a lot of time on this, but this was pretty much my best technical analysis, prediction, freaking, I won on every single thing that I bet on. And you can look, not everything went up. If you looked on the day that I did it, AMP was number one on the chart for how much it grew that day. So it probably shouldn't have kept going up. Me guessing that and having it go up, and then Clover Finance right afterwards, and Bitcoin and Ethereum. Woo! I'm getting a little bit worried, man, that I have some weird power or something. No, I don't know. Only use this power for good, you know? Like, if God gave me some sort of predictive power, like the Holy Spirit, I don't want to use that for bad. So God just bless me and keep me humble as well, because it's not me. Trust me, if it was just me guessing, I'd be wrong every time. So, yeah. But anyway, let's go, and I did want to show you a few different things today besides my moonshot predictions that played out very, very, very well. Look at Clover today. I just wanted to show you this one more time. It is still plus 10% on the day. So, and look at AMP, plus 5% on the day. I mean, we're winning. We are winning. But, okay. Now, let's go look at this. Right here. PayPal CEO touts promise of digital wallets for stimulus payments. When I saw this, I was like, what? So they're going to make a wallet that makes it easy to buy Bitcoin with your stimulus? I don't think that's what they're talking about. I think they're actually talking about partnering with the government and having the government just deposit your stimulus check into a crypto wallet. But what would it be? Bitcoin? A stable coin like USDT or USDC, the US dollar coin? I mean, okay. PayPal CEO Dan Schulman raised the possibility of using digital wallets to distribute stimulus funds rather than the current slow and expensive banking system. And it is. It's slow. It's expensive because you have all these third-party people. You have to pay people for them to work, right? So banks have people, and people need pay. And pay costs money. Therefore, the transaction costs money. That's why it's better for Bitcoin. Yeah, it costs money, but it's faster. And the money goes back into the network, basically. The miners, they're getting paid in Bitcoin. And if they hold, then the price of Bitcoin goes up. If they sell, the price of Bitcoin goes down, right? So it's kind of in the hands of the miners as well as the institutions, the people, retail. There's so many different aspects to Bitcoin, and you have to look them in a macro view. Because if you're looking in the micro view or the short-term view, you are going to lose every time. Well, you might win once in a while, but you will lose 90% of the time. If you are looking at making $1 million overnight, these big YouTubers show you these giant trades on Bybit and Femex, and they make you think that you can make money like that. All right, and there is a possibility that you could leverage trade and make money, but the bigger chance is that you're going to lose everything and possibly money that you don't have to spend. So please, please don't leverage trade. Not financial advice, common sense, right? I don't want you to lose all of your money. You can make a lot of money in crypto just by purchasing and holding, buying the dips, buying at the correct time, find a good channel, whether it be mine or another good one that you know that has accurate, up-to-the-date information for you, and do your own research after that. Make sure you know what the market's doing, and be strategic. Just like if you were buying a stock. Most of the people that I'm talking to right now are fairly smart individuals because you're watching my channel, right? You got to be smart. But yeah, we're making money over here. That's why. I mean, my channel would not be successful if I was wrong 100% of the time. Now, I've been wrong before, like Dogecoin, but I still think Dogecoin is going to come up. That's why we have diamond hands. You can't see it right now because this isn't a camera that shows. But if you saw my real hands, they don't look like that. They're actually made of diamond, and they're transparent. So this is just a cheap camera trick to show you real hands. I'm a pretty good editor, huh? You can't see the diamonds in there anywhere, but they're there. CEO Dan Schulman said digital wallets could be a solution to stimulus bottlenecks. You know how long it took everybody to get their stimulus checks? And some people probably still didn't get them and didn't get the payments for their kids and stuff. So, you know, America is struggling and people are struggling and they need the money when they need the money, right? So we might be doing better now, but still, we don't need a big old congestion trying to get out more stimulus payments if that's what's going to happen. I don't know if we're getting a fourth stimulus or not yet, but I could probably look into that for you guys. Since this channel is about crypto, finances, whatever, I could probably let you know about that too. The question has come up in the light of government's efforts to hand out pandemic relief to the citizens. Efforts that have often got bogged down as a result of paper checks and other outdated technology. On Wednesday, PayPal CEO Dan Schulman proposed using digital wallets to streamline these payments, a process that would not be more efficient, but reduce fees for the poorest recipients. Well, that's good, because if you send a check, to a poor person, they have to take it to Money Tree or something to cash it, and they take a big old 9 or 10% fee off of that. That's like, $50 to $100 gone right away or whatever. I don't know how much, but I'm just saying, for example, it could be like $50 or $100 off of your stimulus payment. And for a poor person, that's like a week's worth of food. Like, you're taking a week's worth of food out of their mouth for what? For a fee? So that you can, buy more steak and lobster? Come on, guys. Get it together. Imagine not having to send out stimulus checks, but sending those directly into a digital wallet where you instantaneously receive it. Like that. I mean, they pay a high fee, you'll get it in minutes. And you don't have to go to a check cashing location and exchange it and get charged for that. Just what I was saying, and get charged for the exchange. A high fee to pay some rich person. It does help pay the salary of the people that work there, but they're not making the money. How much of that fee you think they're getting in their paycheck, right? None. That fee goes to the owner. So that, and gets charged for that exchange, said Schulman on an investor call that followed PayPal's Q2 earnings release. Schulman also referred to the push by governments to adopt central bank issued digital currency. And this is what's irritating me, right? So I get that we're going to need stable coins in place to have a working digital currency infrastructure in our, monetary system. But we are also going to need the government to do it in a very conscientious way and not a greedy way. They're going to want to tax it. That is the main thing they're going to want to do, especially to U.S. citizens. They are going to want to make sure that we pay our taxes on our crypto. And what I don't like is these banks that can push all of these stable coins because they can tax them, right? Crypto can't really be taxed right now because it's property, not monetary. So it can if you do capital gains or whatever. But other than that, I don't think it's a good idea for banks to try to take over the crypto system and just so that they can, take taxes from you. That's not what crypto's about. Crypto's about decentralization. And yeah, I do believe in having to pay taxes, but the government goes too far sometimes. It just does. They get greedy. And then people get stupid and are like, yeah, and they start promising other people's money, the poorer people's money, to these projects in the community, right? Like in Seattle, the Link Light Rail. I just paid an extra $63 fee for my registration because of this light rail, right? Okay. Well, the actual fee is only supposed to be $30. And we voted on that as a people. But what did they do as a government? They took it to court and said it was against some kind of law saying that we can't lower the tabs to $30. And so I ended up paying like $289. And then, like I said, like an extra $63 on top of what I was supposed to pay. So they get greedy. The government gets greedy for these projects. They start these big, huge projects and then expect us as citizens to pay for them. Well, start budgeting your money. I'd rather pay for schools and kids, and yeah, the light rail could help with traffic a little bit, but aren't there other more important things? And how dare you try to charge me so much? Charge the rich people. They can afford it. Why dip into the pockets of the poor? That's what always makes me mad. It's like the government goes after the poorest of the people. That's why I'm a Democrat, not a Republican. Because I don't like the rich to get richer. If I was rich, I would expect to pay more taxes. I would expect to take care of poor people. That would be my responsibility as a wealthy person. That's why a lot of these rich people shouldn't be rich. Because, Bill Gates does it right. He knows how to be rich and give a lot of it, even half or more of it away. Who does that? Who makes $1 billion and gives away 500 million? Bill Gates. One of the only people I've ever heard that has done something like that. He's one of the most generous people in the world, and he lives right here in Seattle. So another reason Seattle is awesome, and it's probably going to be one of the crypto headquarters of the world eventually. We have Amazon, especially if Amazon starts taking crypto. We have Tesla here. We have Amazon. I mean, we just have some of the coolest stuff. We have, Microsoft. Come on, guys. This is basically Tech City. If it wasn't freaking, what do you call it? Tech Hill or whatever that is in California. Gosh, now I can't think of it. The tech industry boom. I don't know. Whatever. But Seattle's huge. And it has the possibility to be crypto central. And we could be the biggest hub in the world for cryptocurrency eventually. And we could have seminars, we could have meetings. We already have like the PAX convention here, which is a video game convention. Awesome. I hope my Bitcoin Renegades can maybe come out here for that. And we can meet up there and, maybe make a crypto video game or something. I don't know. But that'd be cool to see you guys and meet up. Like if we have crypto events, I would like to see all of my Bitcoin Renegades in person, dude. That would be awesome. You guys have supported the channel, especially right now before we get huge. I would like to meet my, fan base and the people that support the channel, and then once we get big, I'll still have that circle of people. And that's why I started the inner circle, the inner council. And I basically talk with almost all of those guys on a daily, at least a weekly basis. And whether it's only a couple of sentences or, seeing how the other person is doing, just know, guys, I'm here for you. Like, I'm probably the most interactive YouTuber that there is. I will, even if you just say hi or something, I'll try to turn that into a conversation most of the time. You're like, hi, I'm like, hey, that one thing that happened that one time? And, just start a conversation from nothing because we're interactive. And, that's what I think YouTube should be about. Not just people coming here watching a video and, leaving a comment. Okay, that's great. That's a good thing. But what if you left a comment expecting a response? And then you got a response. And then you're able to come interact with somebody that normally you would just leave a comment and forget about it, right? Never come back to that comment probably again. So I'm trying to change up things. I'm trying to shake it up. I'm trying to get the YouTube algorithm moving. Letting them know that the Bitcoin Renegades are here to stay, that we have a, following as a group of people ourselves, that people want to be a part of because we're doing big things over here. And we just started. I have so many ideas for the next year. I probably have enough ideas for a year. And it isn't always that way. Sometimes I struggle for ideas just like the rest of the YouTubers do. But sometimes I just get overflowed with inspiration. And, that definitely comes from, my spirituality and my direct relationship with my God, That's how I stay grounded, and that's how I've stayed sober for 11 years now, and that's how I'm making money. And there was this video that I saw, or not a video, but a song that I heard a long time ago when I was still using. This was like maybe 12 or 13 years ago that I heard it. It was a song about recovery. And I was like right in the middle of my addiction. And, you don't feel good about that when you're in there. Like, I knew deep inside I wasn't doing the right thing. But, my life was such a disaster at the time that it didn't make a difference what I did. So I heard this song, though. And when I'm high, I normally don't get really emotional. I kind of turn everything off. That's the point of, getting high, right? Is to forget about everything. So, but this song came up, man. it just hit me hard. And it was just talking about recovery and how after a year now he has a place to live, and then talking about, you know, a couple years now he has a car, and then, you know, 10 years later now he has a wife and a family and a house. And, you know, I'm not telling it the way the song did, but it was just one thing after another, you know, of positivity from him being clean and changing his life. That all these things that you lose while you use drugs, and you lose your family, you lose your job, you lose your friends, or then you find out they really weren't your friends, but you lose everything. And then in recovery, you find your God and you start to build everything back again. And then you have more than when you left, right? You guys know my story a little bit of how I came from losing everything and gave my life to God, and then he gave me everything back, plus some. I don't have a wife and a family yet, but I do have my daughter in my life, and I'm not really in a hurry to, you know, get married again like I had been the last few years. I don't know why I'm talking about this right now, but yeah, so basically my conundrum is I want a Christian wife, and my personality attracts women that aren't so Christian. And a lot of women, I was the bad boy. That's why I probably did so well with the women growing up, because I was that, you know, that guy that all the women liked, because I was a bad boy. I didn't follow the rules. You know, I was living on the edge, or at least that's the way I came across. Even though that's not really how I was, that's how I came across. And when I was in my addiction, that's definitely how I was. But when I was sober, that's not really how I was. I've always been a loving, good person, you know, that sticks up for the smaller people. You know, my brother, when we were younger, some kid was picking on him. And it was one of our family members, kind of, though. Like, he lived down the road. And I got in trouble for it, but I was like, man, you touch my little brother again, I'm going to beat the brakes off of you. And so he went and told on me, right? We're little kids. I think I was maybe like 9 at the time, 9 or 10. And my little brother was like, or maybe I was like 13. Yeah, I was 13. So and my little brother was like 5. And this kid was like 12, a year younger than me, but way older than my little brother. And so, like, I don't know if I pushed him or punched him, or I don't remember, but I got in trouble for it. And then they found out why I did it. So they got mad at me at first because, you know, I either told this kid off or I pushed him, or I didn't hurt him. Like, it wasn't like, yeah, I broke his nose or, you know, pushed him, you know, not like that. But he did get mad and went and told on me, right? And then I got in trouble at first. Then they found out, you know, I did it to protect my little brother, right? That's just how I am. And then I wasn't in trouble anymore after that. You know, but that's just the way it is. I've always been the person that sticks up for the little guy. I've always been the person, whether it's my brother or not, especially my brother. But I've always been that person. And so it reflects well in the community here. And that's why we're going to have good sponsors and a bright future going forward. If I can, you know, get better equipment, I still need to figure out how to live stream and show my screen at the same time. When I'm a big YouTuber, I'm going to tell you little guys these secrets. They hide it, or at least from me. I don't know. I get ignored a lot by the big YouTubers, even in the Q&A section. That's why I'll leave a community, man. If I don't feel heard in a community, I'll leave it. Because that's the whole part of being in a community, right, is to be heard. And I won't leave after like the first couple times. You know, I understand it's a big community and I'm not the only one. I'm not conceited. But when I constantly interact with your community and I'm talking and I'm asking you questions in the Q&A portion of your video, and you just plain out ignore me and go and talk to everybody else except for me, then I'm going to leave your community, because that isn't something that I would do in my community. That's not something I want my community to be a part of, because what if my community comes in there and feels the same way? They get ignored and feel rejected, and then they don't even want to watch my videos anymore because you basically show them how much they're worth to you. So even if it's a stupid question, I really like to answer it just to make people feel seen or heard. And that's all some people want, is that, you know, recognition for that second. I even want that. Even being a YouTuber on other YouTubers, like, man, I love cryptocurrency. I want to talk about it with you guys. And when you straight ignore me, like, Girl Gone Crypto, that's why, like, I support her, but man, well, I don't know the situation. Maybe she gets harassed by dudes all the time. Probably. That's what I'm thinking. She gets harassed. But, like, never harassed you. So when I comment either on one of your videos, I've never gotten a heart. I never even got a like or anything from her video or a response or anything. And I was following her content when she only had a couple thousand subscribers. So, but I can kind of understand a little bit, but then again, it's not like she ever responded. I did it, I've left a couple messages on her YouTube just saying nice things like boss ladies or, you're way underrated, like nice things. Not like weird, creepy, like hitting on you things like, oh, you're pretty. No, I'm like, hey, boss lady, dude. This girl is underrated. This girl is boss. And not even a comment or a response or nothing. Like, that's not nice. It's not cool. I mean, I wish her the best of luck. I really do. Girl Gone Crypto to the moon. But maybe try engaging with people a little bit more. At least the friendly ones. I don't know. Maybe you've had a bad experience with that, Leah. So, you do you, boo. All right? But I'd still like to do a collaboration with you. I'm not going to ask again, though. Like, if you approach me about it, then yeah. But as far as interacting with Girl Gone Crypto, that is not happening anymore. First time I tried, I got scammed, and then ignored after that. So, I don't like that. So maybe that was just my experience. I hope you guys don't have the same experience with Girl Gone Crypto as I did. I wish her all the success in the world. Cowboys of Crypto, good dude, preacher turned crypto YouTuber. He interacts with me. That's why I've stayed subscribed to his channel. Has he answered me about doing a collaboration? No, but that's okay. At least he answered me in some of my, chats. That's all I can ask for, right? If you aren't doing something that I want, that doesn't give me a right to be mad at you. But when you don't treat somebody as a human and give them that same courtesy that they give you, that's when I fall off. Like Jordan Cameron. I tried interacting on his channel a bunch of times. I was even telling people, hit the like button, get out, hit the like button. Just doing my part as a fan and watching the channel, interacting. And every question that I asked, he just blew over it or just ignored me straight up over and over again. I was like, okay. And I even waited for the Q&A part. Some of his community answered my questions, which was kind of cool. But he straight ignored my questions over and over again. So I was like, okay. And it's always like, man, how do you, live stream with the screen on there at the same time? I understand he probably uses a green screen. That's what their fans told me. But that's only for part of it. How does he live stream and show the screen at the same time? Is that the whole thing a green screen? I don't think so. I don't know. But I really kind of liked his channel too, man. I didn't really want to unsubscribe to his channel, but it's a theme lately, and I bet he didn't do it on purpose, but it was just like that had been what was happening a lot. George at least has given my comments a heart before. He's never responded to anything that I've said, which is, I understand he has 400,000 subscribers. Jordan has about 50,000, and a lot of people weren't even talking. So, I don't know. Some people, maybe he thought I was just trying to promote my channel, and if he talked to me, that would promote. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I wasn't in there promoting my channel. I was interacting with his content, right? I wasn't saying anything about my channel. I did say something. I think I said something about, what would you do, something about my front teeth, I think. What would you do if, people were hating on you about your teeth? Because I got 3 comments, saying to buy teeth. Like, so you expect me to sell my Bitcoin at $30,000 to go buy teeth for myself? That's what you want? For me to lose all my money to go buy some teeth? That's what you want, right? I mean, come on, dude. That's what insurance is for. Yeah, it's going to take a little longer, but I'm getting my teeth, and I'm not going to have to lose all my Bitcoin for it. So who's smarter, the person telling me to sell my Bitcoin and buy teeth, or the guy that goes without teeth for a month and, you know, has all of his Bitcoin still and still has a future and teeth, right? So I know how to do things the right way, and I'm trying. That's why I have this channel as well, not just for crypto. Like this video, I just kind of went on a rant about a lot of different things, making money, people not interacting. That's why we have this community. I know that I'm not the only one who feels ignored by the big crypto YouTubers. I know I'm not the only one who wants to interact with the crypto community and be part of this together with other people, and not just if we have 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. I think everybody should have a voice. I think the small person actually has some of the best ideas. That's why I interact with my community. You know how many awesome ideas my community has given me? Almost as many as I've came out with myself. So, and they're giving them to me. Like, here. They aren't charging me like, oh, dude, you got to give me $100 for this idea. They're sharing what they think works. And I decide, is this useful information? Is this information I can use? Will this information help the channel? And if all those things come true, then yes, and yes, and yes, I'll do it. So, but I want to get back into here now that we're done talking about all that. PayPal ups limits on Bitcoin purchases to 100,000 per week. That's kind of old news there. So this guy's saying, the other day I sent an electronic funds transfer from one bank to another bank, and that bank told me we're taking 3 days to access that money on the EFT I sent. That's crazy. It needs to be instantaneous, like crypto, right? So these are the things and the reasons why we're doing this. But look down here, including Square, Coinbase, and Robinhood, PayPal, all of these other exchanges. That's why Bitcoin is going to explode. Robinhood is not going to beat out Coinbase. For one, they quit trading Dogecoin at a critical time and cost their freaking users millions and millions and millions of dollars. And I cannot get behind a company like that. Okay? All right, guys. That being said, you know what time it is. Goodbye and good Bitcoin. Bet!